Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. The camera's there. Hello, camera. We are going to begin. We're going to begin with a speed match. Or, before we begin, let's have a little look. Gaz is back up there with a 12 pip lead on Fizu 69. Rostov, Matkangar, Timo, Kamyar, Lutenia. And then we go all the way down. I lost some points on 2368. I'm never gonna make it. And we got a no name. Oh, Popo. But why doesn't his name appear in the list? Perhaps he's done some sort of concealing tactic. Anyway, 7-point speed, same old boring rubbish. So it starts with an excellent, obsessed with the connection, excellent connection. Welcome to whoever you are watching. Lovely to have you. So it's starting well. Good connection, excellent connection, good, excellent connection. Beautiful Friday afternoon here in North London. Sun's out. Got my coffee. Okay, immediately the connection has become less than excellent. It's become good. Still waiting for the thing. Just waiting for the thing to match me up, and hopefully it will match me up with someone who's highly rated. That's what we want. Good match, a smooth match, a match with lots of decisions. It's taken quite a long time actually to find an opponent. I wonder why the stream starts with an excellent connection. It takes like, it says, oh, give me 10 seconds just to realize that I can't process all this information. But at the very start, gives you the impression that it's going to be fine. Okay, we're still, I can see the screen in front of me. It's still looking for an opponent. Usually doesn't, I say this every time, but usually doesn't take quite this long. It takes a reasonable amount of time, but not this long. But it's going to be any second now. We're going to have, people are definitely playing on Friday afternoon. Okay. Oh, we got Bernard Kaisi. So he's a grandmaster from Germany. And I just fancied playing a little speed match rather than just playing normal. Just let me wet me a whistle. So double one. Okay, I think do this. I am not good at switches, so the question is, do you or do you not? I like to have maybe another point out in the outfield here, so I'm going to do this. Problem is, if he rolls above a 6-2, he runs straight past me, but I can't hold them back there. So he could just come in on the 3 point, or he could fan. If he comes in on the 3 or the 2, I'm not happy. Difficult for me, for sure. I am terrible. So a huge swing on that. And pretty borderline, I think, on first glance. 13 pips. Let me just look. It could actually be a pass. 2 1 3 1. Let me look, just looking through the numbers to see whether they play for him. So 2 1 3 1. 4 1 5 1 all play okay. 3 2 plays okay. 4 2 obviously is really good. So 6 5 obviously always tends to and does leave a shot, but other than that, 6 3 6 5. But I think because of his open 4 point and okay, I'm going to take good morning to mop up. So he has to leave a shot, I think. He can't play stiff. This I'm pretty sure is wrong. I'm not going to come up. So it's very tempting. So he put those 2 checkers on the 5 point. Now I'll be tempted to hit loose. I mean, and put 2 checkers in the air. So he just has to come down to the 8 point. Nothing fancy. Okay, I disagree with this. I still don't think it's a double. Yeah, but it could be. Okay. Now, of course, it's too good. I mean, way too good. And then, I mean, I was thinking of hitting. But if I don't hit, then I was thinking of playing 7 to 6 with the 1. And these are really tricky. Now I don't think there's any question about switching. So I've duplicated my own 4s, but perhaps I should come out actually. So again, everything here is too good. So I'm going to come up and maybe preserve double 3 and double 6 to close the board. Yeah, I'm very unsure about a lot of stuff here. First of all, I've taken way too much time. I was unsure about the redouble. I didn't have enough time to think through it. I mean, I know I'm playing on speed. I think we just clear this because we win a gammon when we don't get hit. Now I don't think, of course, we can't clear the 5 point because that would leave, I think, more shots than this. And so we had interesting decisions there already. We had the initial cube decision where he was 13 pips up, and I think it was a take, and I was almost going to like think myself into a pass, but we have to yeah, we know people don't like speed, but you know, it's just a little warm up. And then I'm trying to think, we had something before the initial double. So he should split for sure. I mean, in my view. Happy to get out of there. Obviously not going to hit being 4-0 up. I just want to play safe. Again, playing safe, I don't think there's any point in me giving a 6-1, even though it's duplicated, and a 5-2. Sound seems okay. And then we seem to have these decisions all the time. So he's got 2 spares there, obviously 4s and 2s, but it's not that threatening. He could miss, so I think it's worth me coming up. Because that's how I win the game. Of course, he should hit. Probably play 8 to 5, because otherwise my 2-1 becomes a good roll. So does my double 1. And my... Oh, what's he doing? He's not going to do this. I mean, I'm pretty sure you play 13-4 hit, 8 to 5. Okay. Sometimes I think people like to make you think they're doing something that they're not going to do. So being 4-0 up, we can't get this safe, but we can... I didn't want to do that. It kept going in the wrong place. I want to give him a 5. I think maybe 1 fewer shots. Maybe. Oh no, 2-6 now hits. Okay, so I should have stayed back. That was a mistake. I should have played 16-10. That's annoying. Because the game's going to swing. But coming in is good, I think. I mean, could have hit, obviously. It seems like he has to make the 16 point and then play 8 to 4. It seems like I've got a lot of good numbers, but I bet I roll one of the very worst ones. Yeah, he has to do that. Play. I wish the points were numbered. They can't be, I suppose. Okay, so what? Yeah, he did do that. So is this... Potentially this is like one of my worst, because I'd much prefer to point on him, because now he gets to watch. He will roll a double 3 or a 6-3. Okay, if I fan, obviously this is the major question, because he's going to be very quick to cube. I get super lucky. It's just like almost certainly too good. You have to be a little bit careful at this score, because the natural cubing point is so late. When you get something that's like really, really crushing, you might want to cube. But I think when he's got 2 in the air, I mean, now possibly I can cube this if this isn't too good, and it might not be too good. He's going to have a tough time taking this for sure. Like I could roll 6-5 and it's awkward. I have to play 13-8-7-1. It feels like this is just like a double pass. Okay, he takes though. That's and the only question is, do I hit? So I'm not going to hit, just because this is a difficult decision. Just because like I don't desperately need to get a gammon. I'll be 6-0 up if I win, and I don't want to. It's not because of this second anchor so much. It's because I don't want to put my spares in bad spots. Okay, I think I have to do this. He can think about recubing. Surprising. I mean, what's he doing? Why is he not play? He's not stay. Again, I just don't see why he would. Perhaps actually, maybe. It's not a given that I make the prime. I don't see what else I can do, but when he hits, it's bad. I personally think that... Oh, I've got a hit. or I get hit. I personally think he should have passed. I think we just try and clear. I haven't got too much time. Those are tricky. Don't think you would clear the 7 point. Possible that you just keep the prime. Threes are going to play, twos are going to play. This seems fine rather than clearing the 4 points. I think usually I would take one off there, but I don't know exactly why I did that. That's a lovely roll. So just trying to play safe. I think that's the safest play. I mean, I have to... Okay. Just all the way around, duplicating the 4, possibly. I probably would like to keep it there, but I haven't got another 3. I think, yeah, he should just make the 24. Don't know about that. Duplicating the 3 he needs to cover. I'm happy to unstack. It's too hard to work out all the consequences of doing one thing or the other. Again, he's got a button board, so shouldn't be too bad to do that. And now I was looking at trying to hit that guy, but I missed it, so... Probably hitting, right? This is a decent try to get home, get to make the 3 point. And it's all a bit frantic. I think making the bar is pretty good. We're not home yet, so kind of want to prime those checkers in on the 24. Some of his plays I wouldn't be making. They seem a bit strange. Just make the 5 plays 24, 20. I think maybe you have to come off the 24 a bit more there. Again, I wouldn't do that. I would have just left the man there on the 21. We'll see. I mean, should we just come in? The point we want to clear probably is the 7 more than the other one. And now I get the opportunity to do it, and I think twice. Didn't see that double blotting. So he can only hit 1. I can come in and pick the guy up, and I'm fine. That could have all been, that's the bad 6-3 could have all been a consequence of me clearing the bar. I don't know what I shouldn't have done. And now, okay, I roll an immediate 2. I was about to say I shouldn't leave another shot and leave another blot for a while. What should he do here? Should he allow me to play? Again, I wouldn't. So if he'd have let If it had come off, I'd have had to have played 4-1 with the 3. Not to say that that was definitely the right play. Be nice if we can make the ace point. I mean, it should be lost anyway, but get that guy safe. He's the fastest player ever, this guy. He's got ants in his pants. I mean, I suppose he's trying to get me to time out. Or not. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. Not in this situation. And we should be able to just resign in this situation. It's kind of a bit... Yeah, come on. So 6-1, 5-1. I should be a favourite. I'm so bad at these. I think I can just take this. Plus, well, I could be wrong. I'm gonna take. It could be close. Seems like I'm in a good position to take. Just roll a 1. There you go. I wouldn't do that either. I would just play them. Okay. I would have played them both behind. This is tricky. Just play 21. Just play 4-1. I don't know why he's doing silly bullshit. Okay. I don't know. That's a tricky one with not much time. That was a tricky one. That's an annoying one. Could have stacked them up on the floor. They didn't know what was right there. Okay. Didn't want to break the mid because I was a little bit worried about getting pointed on, but maybe that was silly. It's a good roll for him. Again, I think that's wrong. I do think that's wrong. I think he should just come in with the 1. Well, luckily I didn't come off the anchor. Put the guy on the 5 point. Here, let it all be over with. He's made some. Look, he's probably. This is one of the ones where I. Okay. Oh. Where I criticize all my opponent's plays and he ends up outplaying me. It's going to be 6-3. So if this was 6-5, this is all what happened. Had this the other. I don't know why he's not cubing. I would take this to preserve my free drop. He should just hit twice unless I'm measuring something. I mean, we make the 3 point and then I'm going to pass. Yeah, I mean, I think he does understand. I've never met Bernard, but I'm sure he's a very insightful player. So like now, just going to pass, I think. I don't really know, but I think I could be making a bigger mistake by taking. So there's the rationale for him not keeping the first go, but still, I think it. Maybe. That I wouldn't have double hit there either. Certainly, if he wants to try and get me to pass incorrectly, obviously I'm not going to pass incorrectly here, then he probably doesn't want to try and blitz me, because then I'm likely to just hit him back. So he won't miss this. He won't. Well, he did. He should have. He didn't see that he can point on me. What's he doing? That's bizarre. Well, it doesn't close me out. Come on. Maybe one more chance. All right. Really nice game though. Lots of interesting stuff. Yeah, you just clear the 6 point. Whatever. It leaves. It blots on double 6, but yeah, I can see he knows what he's a really strong player, but he's kind of overthinking. Oh, now he does that. So, and he wants to play fast at the same time. He wants to do everything all in one go. But I do think he made some fuck ups. Imagine fanning there. Good game. All right, we both didn't play amazingly, but I'm pleased to. I thought he made some strange plays. I'm going to have a look. Okay, so this is the bug where it says 0, 1.4. I don't know where it gets those numbers from, but I will open. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'll open XG. Very interesting stuff. Like first cube decision, so much. As usual, unsure about. So it's just coming out. It was a take. I'm just gonna. He made some. Neither of us were playing particularly well. All right, I can switch over. I do appreciate it's a little bit. The screen is a little bit small. So I played this quickly, actually. It's what I always get this wrong. It's right to play 24-20, 13-11 with the 4-2. Not give a shot. Don't love this board. Might just change it now. Change my mind all the time about, should we go for the... That's better, I think. That's much nicer. Okay. So yeah, with this 4-2, should play 24-20, 13-11. Which, you know, you have to forego making the 4 point, but there you go. And then I made the 3, and then I rolled a double 1. I was playing quite quickly at this. So he played 477, I played 334. So now this double 2. So even though, well, switching is right, even though switching often puts a gap in your position. So it's going to look like this after. It's so strong to put your opponent on the bar. Both of these things are quite obvious, but I think I have a big bias for not creating a gap in my home board. And as it happens, my opponent rolled 6-5, so a big swing there. And maybe if he comes in, well, I still think if he comes in, it's worse when we've switched, but it's even worse when we don't switch and he runs. Well, he rolls a 6-5. Let's put the initial position back on, and let's look at it after my play. Let's say he rolls a 6-3, 6-4, 6-5. So he's got 6 numbers now that can run out. 6-5 is obviously far better than 6-4 and 6-5. But here, when we do this, he's got no immediate... First of all, he's got no immediate number that goes to safety. And he's got no other 4 numbers that kind of go to safety. So let's say his best number now is 3-6. And now I have a double shot. So when you look at it like that, in the clear light of day, it seems quite clear to switch. I wish I could see the chat while I do this. Switch it up there, maybe. It's not too small. Stop moaning. It's fine. You get a lot of good backgammon knowledge here, my friend. It's a little bit small, isn't it? So anyway, back to it. I then went too good, and I'm going to linger a little bit on these decisions because they're interesting for me. So then, when I have a 3-1 to play, it's not obvious that I don't play 2-1. You can see that the computer says it's a mistake, but it's not a huge mistake to do this. Because then you stop your opponent from anchoring. But one of the reasons I didn't do it is because I haven't cubed yet, and I don't want to face the consequences of being hit back and then have to decide whether or not I can actually double from the bar. Probably can, But then that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing to hit, because then the position becomes weaker, even though you do double. Then here, switching is better than hitting loose. That seems quite obvious. Well, yeah, I taught myself. It's funny, you go through this stuff and you learn yourself what you're not seeing on a first ply analysis. And then this was all pretty obvious. Oh, I had a 3-1, but maybe it wasn't where I could step up. So it all went well. I didn't have to like have a tricky cube decision. And this is actually a small mistake, funnily enough. But anyway, double one, 3-1, 5-4, all really easy stuff. So a little better for me to play the normal 13-11 here. And then I stepped up, which is it's very close. According to 4-ply, it's the right play by 10. According to XG Plus, it's the right play by 31. But sometimes I just try a play just to see, because I'm sort of doing what I might not do, so it will stick in the memory more readily when I go through the position on XG. So in fact, it is right to just... I thought that if I did this... Oh, I give a 3-6 anyway, so what am I talking about? Scratch that. So anyway, I came closer. I think if you get missed, better to be able to make the 9-point than the 10 points. I got hit back. He made the right play. This was a cube, and then I cubed when it was a no double. That's fine. At least I got a kind of a cube in it. I cannot believe I did say on the stream that, well, it could be a cube because it's 4-0 up. I mean, normally this would just be way too good, but I was like pretty sure that it was way too strong. So what happened? He rolled a 2-4 coming in, and then I cubed when it was weaker. So I actually said I thought maybe he should pass. I didn't say maybe, so I was completely wrong. My 5-1 was good. So he was playing really well. My 4-3 maybe was obvious. Uncomfortable to have cubed at 4-0 up and then have to leave 6 shots, but anyway, I got really lucky. The right play with the double one is actually 7-3. And I would probably honestly play that in the... I mean, I didn't get a chance. You don't want to escape with him to escape with sixes because he's about to crunch. So there you go. This I'm annoyed. I mean, all right. Let me try and work this one out again, since we're having a lot of fun. Let's say I make my play. I figured that my 3s are going to play fine, and my 2s are going to play fine. Well, it just didn't. My 4s are not going to play so well. 5-4 will clear the 5-point. 4-3 will now clear the 4-point, but I could have done that anyway. So that's one sort of argument as to why I might as well just take them off. And of course, you get to take the checkers off. So I think I missed that play because I didn't consider what happens when I roll 4s. When I roll 5s, it's okay. When I roll 1s, it's okay. But the structure here, anyway, isn't very good after I make the play that I made. Have we got anyone else in the house? Just let me know if you're enjoying this nerdy analysis. So even here, I should take 2 off. I don't get this. I thought I made like a thoughtful play here, rather than just rip him off. Taking 2 off wins more games. I have to admit, I don't understand that. After taking 2 off, he's just going to stay. You leave blots. You leave blots only with every 2 apart from double 2, which is 10 shots. Okay, let's go through them here. 6-5, 6-4, 6-3, 5-4. Oh my god. Is that it? So this is actually 8 shots after playing for all this time. Hi, Backaholic. Does this leave 8 shots? 6-5, 6-4. So 6-3 doesn't leave a shot. What am I thinking? My god, 6-5, 6-4, 5-4. Oh my god. Only leaves 6 shots. Why have I spent like the last 20 years somehow loosely thinking that this leaves? Someone tell me I'm not going. This leaves 6 shots, yes? In the meantime, move on. He's slotted with 5-1. This 3-2 was tough. Okay, I should just come out and come down. Fine, that's not too much of interest. I unstacked, and it's a big, not big, but 36 difference between unstacking and making the 9 points. 2 down, it's close either way. Not a big deal what you do here. He hit back, I hit and came out. Now this play is uncomfortable for me. Like my inclination is very much not to leave so many checkers strewn out across the board. So, but it's obvious that hitting is like a good way of bringing the checkers round. So on that note, how bad is 21-18? Not too bad. It loses 2% more games. But it kind of seems a lot easier to play that way. That's one of the reasons why hitting is often a bit, just putting it through a higher analysis. I wanted to play this move 21-18. No, it's not analyzing it. What's going on? It says it's 0.06 behind. Maybe it's a play that will change a little bit on a rollout. I don't know. Okay, so these really tricky 3-2, but it's close either way. Double 2, fine. Right here, I thought, yeah, I think I said, I just don't know why he would hit, and then this double 4. I think I advocated for his play actually, but as an afterthought, I thought he might maybe need to get checkers off the 24. Here, I would have played 6-5, but his play is like almost tied. So clearing the bar looks kind of. It's just out of necessity. It's not pretty. You guys won't be able to see this window here because I'm sharing the one window, but I've just pulled up the dice distribution. So you have to trust me. I'll read it out to you. Obviously, actually 5-3 is worse by a tiny bit because it doesn't gain a pip. It loses out a pip and doesn't manage to put a checker on the 2 point. But anyway, the swing between 5-3 and 6-3 in the other rolls is huge. He should have come off the 24 point. I saw that because then he makes my threes bad. But when he doesn't come off or when he hits, I won't be able to play any threes at all. And this is where it gets really interesting. So he decided, so he won a single game there. And strictly not to lose equity, he should. He won the opening roll. Okay. So not here. Here I am a favourite, so it's an easy take. I didn't know that. He should have just played 4-1. I didn't see I could. I don't know whether I would. The computer wants me to do this. I don't even know if I would have done this if I'd seen it. But my play wasn't even first or second. The second best play is just making the 5 point and slotting the 3, which I think is what I saw first off. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I didn't have. It's funny. This play ends up when you get missed. It looks like a pretty decent position, and actually against what he rolled, it's amazing to do what I did. It was super close as to whether or not you make the ace or not, and then it got awkward. 6-4, 5-4 equal. Then I'm never sure. Should I have come out? Should have broken the mid, but it's not a big difference. Okay. Again, he didn't do this, which everyone would do. So he's got an idiosyncratic sort of approach. He's got a crap approach. No, of course not. I've definitely known of Bernard's name for. Okay, so there he misses. This is now he's 6-3 up. He's still an even number away. So he tries to. Knowingly he doesn't double, but he loses, equity. But yeah, if he rolls well here, I'm just going to pass because I'm going to be odd away. So I'm not afraid to pass. And luckily, I got the cube decision right. I mean, it seemed quite so many pips up, even though I've made the 4 point. The pip lead is going to be decisive. So that was really, really interesting that he did that. I like it. I do like it. Again, I question this play, but computer thinks fine. So now he's odd away, and it's still a small mistake not to double because presumably he can roll something that's going to make it a pass even at this score. Like, I don't see it at the moment. 6-6, I think, and then fan. You need to be winning as many games as he's winning gammons to compensate you. So your take point's like usually 4%, but then you have to factor in his gammon wins, and I think add them on a 1-to-1 ratio to that basic take point. So if he's winning 30% gammons, in fact maybe it's half. Oh my god, I can't remember. So I won't carry on. But I could look at the cube information. But in any case, that could have become a position after which I was unable to take, and so he should have cubed. He missed. Okay. He would have played a lot better than me. Okay. So after all that, he played not a lot better actually. Amazing. Not such a huge difference, but he would have outplayed me. So obviously a super strong player. That's the end of the game. That was the end of the game, and might take a little break, or shall I just carry on? .7 normal. While it's waiting to do its thing. Yeah, that's interesting. A full sense of security when I saw the PRs. Trying to get the window. But actually, he played really well. I mean, I could see as a strong player. And what you can do, you can't see the other windows. Maybe I should use display capture. But now I've set it to or did I? To analyze it on like what I suppose. Okay, here we go. So everyone's 50 or thereabouts. I got a Canadian quintaquarium, whatever a 50-year-old is called. A quincearian. Shah. There's a guy called Jeremy I meant to say. There you go, good game. Okay, I think I've settled into this like sort of habit where I like to play quite fast. Oh, we get the chat back up. Where I like to play quite fast at the beginning. It just sort of seems to, well, for obvious reasons, but also just those not feeling like you're slowing down too much gets you in a nice rhythm. I don't think it's necessary to. I'm not going to hit. I'm not sure. Maybe now, on reflection, I wished I had because I really wanted to unstack one of these heavy points. 5-1's a really bad roll because he had so many either numbers that made the 16 point, or hits, and probably a little bit early, maybe like 50 or something, if I had to guess. But now, I mean, presumably he'll make the 10 point and the 7 point, but I think that it's worth a shot. Yeah, this is the thing. Definitely the 3 goes here. My preference, I can't really say why, I can't really articulate, is to make it rather than to play 11 to 9. But I guess maybe because I still get returns when he rolls. But that's not true. I got returns in the other way. So I'm not exactly sure why. Here, of course, I don't have to hit, but I think I'm going to. So what's going on here? It's actually perfectly reasonable to do this because his other numbers are going to bust something. Okay, changed my mind. My instinct was to hit. Of course, it's a disaster when he rolls a 6. Double 4 is like semi-busting number, so it's not the worst number for him. He gets to make 2 points. But now I've made the 7 points, so when I get hit back on the deuce, it's not a disaster. 3, 2, I guess I have to come out and do that. It's quite a long delay on these streams. So what I'm still looking at the XG feed. I've been playing for like 2 minutes at least. Again, I don't cover, but I have to keep the 7 point there. Again, I don't cover, but not a disaster. Far from it. That covers. An amazing roll. And I think just because he could roll a 3, I don't, and also because I don't want to use the spare on the 6 point to hit him. I'd rather use the spare on the 3 point. But then again, it could be. You see, this might happen. It could have been better to actually hit there, but I'm too slow to see it. Yeah, give me a shout if you're in the chat. Don't be shy. The power of switching, indeed. I'll try and remember that one. Try and remember. Double 1, I don't know if people know this. I think it's a little bit better to split when you're, certainly when you're ahead. And I am ahead, I'm leading 2-0. By coming out to the 15, amongst other things, I get to duplicate the 3 he needed to make the board, so that was a good thing. Yeah, I'll just run a back checker. I'll just make the 4 point. One thing I don't like about the position, or I notice, is my 5 checkers on the midpoint. That this gets to unstack. Put a checker on the 5. He should just play to the 15, to the 10. So he didn't want to get hit, but well, okay, this could be a double. Yeah, he should have just given the shot. It wasn't right it wasn't right. 1. Anyway, double 4 is an amazing number. And the cube handling is, I always find tricky. I'm leading. It's kind of this idea now of being too good, take. Like, I've still got a lot of stuff to do. I'd be very surprised if I'm winning enough games to make it remotely feasible to double this. And now, if I could come out to the 16 and duplicate the 4. So I'm not going to be hitting. I'd like to, but I can't. So just try and get I mean, this seems to make sense. Now it's a different kettle of fish. Probably too good. Double four would be a bad roll. What else? 6-5. Would I point on him? Probably. Two one makes this. This could well be a redouble, but I'm going to play on. Why am I going to play on? I tend to redouble too early, so I'm going to like try and reverse my inclinations. I think it's a good way to learn. So here, clearly too good. There's no bad number. Double one. I mean, there was double one, but it wasn't terrible. So you got to be careful in BG. Now there's no bad number. Of course, yeah, he could roll double six. So there was a sequence whereby, or even 6-5, I will no longer be able to double. But I don't think that. So I should do this. What am I doing? Why am I even? Well, of course I should do this because double four is a lot less bad for me than double six. And now I just have to double. So cube handling, interesting there. I mean, even this to me is super strong, but I could miss and he could roll a 4-6, 4-5, double four. All right. Do I come out all the way? Perhaps. So now I get some. Okay, he did that with the 6. I could play safe, but I'm behind anyway. I know I'm 4-0 up. If I don't hit, he's just going to develop his position. Again, he doubles like wankily. I don't see why. I suppose it's better that people double early in a way than never. Because never means they're making lots of. So what am I going to do with this double 5? 1. And then just do this. Yeah, better that he doubles than never doubling at all, because he's going to make a lot more, give away a lot more equity by not doubling. So what, shall I come up and then play 6-4? So the 2 part is I would like to play make the 4 point. If I do, I leave the checker on the 10 point vulnerable. So the other play that I'm thinking about is doing this. But then I just have a bottom board, so it doesn't seem like I'm really protecting anything. The 1 is really tricky. Perhaps a little bit safer not to come up to the edge. So I would have been missed actually, but he would have just brought his checkers all the way around. Okay. Yeah, he's probably right to do this actually. And then I just checking. It must be much safer to get to make the 9 point as well. Much safer to come in deep than. Again, same idea, not coming up. It's too dangerous, too gammonish to come up, even if it is right to come up, which it might not be. But he's played it right for sure. 4 covers. I think he should just. I think he should have come off the anchor now because he is primed a little bit. This dupes. I'm not sure if this is right, but it duplicates a 2, and I'm not gonna bust my balls thinking about it. Oh, that's obviously an incredible 4, even though you have to leave a block. Okay. Did he have to do that? Maybe. So he should come off the bar point, make the 10, play 7 to 10. I think. Should he? Maybe not. That was actually the first play. Maybe that's nonsense. Well, no, maybe it's not nonsense. He needs to protect that guy there. And I'm as happy as Larry. So I make the 2. So I think you should just come out with both. Come out to 9 and 11. Just there's no other play. And because he's got wastage, even though it's only 3 pips up or 6 down after the roll notionally, he's got a lot of wastage. I did think for a millisecond about whether it was right to come down and leave a duplicated 1, but I don't think my race lead is high enough. I'm losing my voice. Now I'm just gonna double. I mean, not think about it. I'd probably take. It might not be a double, by the way. I'd just like to. If it is a big pass, people will just take when you double instantly. It's just what they do. I'm not that far ahead. I don't know whether. I mean, okay, wow. All a bit kind of fast and furious and random. So he's still got, okay, not after 6-4's massive. Oh, he outplayed me. Jeez. That's disgusting. Let's get it on. Get it on. Get it up now. Here we go. Wow, I was really annoyed and disappointed and surprised and everything. Where did I think? Let's just check. Yeah, this is him, Shah. So this is the first game. Sorry. Was right not to hit on the 1 point. Double was fine. Oh, okay, it was a. Oh no, it wasn't. 494, 427. So I should have played 11-9-8-5. I decided I didn't want to think about it. So here, like I said, my initial instinct play was to hit. Just play 8-2. It leaves a lot of blots though, so it's not that easy. I think not hitting is whichever way. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ways of hitting, but not hitting is an 80, like an 82 error. Yeah. After this kind of sequence, I was. What did he do here? Okay, no, he was doing fine. So where did I think? Anyway, I thought I played well because it all made. Should have hit with the 4-1. That's fine. I'll take that error. And I went 2-0 up. Double one. Oh, I thought he doubled too early. So what did he do here? Yeah, in this mistake. Oh, in fact, he shouldn't play 13-10. So I was wrong about that. He should play. So just while the I'll come back to it. So I think I didn't like him because of his double here. So I was hasn't done it yet. So I thought he was rubbish. I mean, it seemed like no. I don't know whether he was. I just, if it matters, I don't think he knew that that wasn't a double. Maybe it doesn't matter. Anyway, so it gets to a position where I should come up and hit. I didn't consider that. And I played on here, so that's okay. I considered that it could well be a redouble. And this also a small redouble. Because the race is close and I'm 2-0 up. Let me just go back to wonderful, but still got a few people sticking around. Where did I want to go back to? This, yeah, he's 2-1. Why shouldn't he? In fact, his play is better than mine. 13-11-6-5, not getting hit. Um, Perhaps I didn't take into account the strength of my board, so he doesn't want to be hit with a 3-6. The best play leaves no shots in the front position or the back position, whatever you want to call it. That leaves no shots. Fine, interesting. Must have missed something though, even though. Okay, yeah, I didn't say anything about this, but my instinct was just to play it up and down. Was right to hit. Okay, he was right to double, so I disagreed with this double, but it was absolutely fine. So I take that back. Yeah, this was a difficult play, but not a big mistake. I should have come up. And then I thought he played this well, not just because he made the right plays. He played it quickly. He obviously knew exactly what he wanted to do. I did say that he should have come off the 18, but I was wrong again. He played 5-4. I didn't even like sort of consider this. I did see it. So if you take that away, he played 2, but still I would play him for money any day. It's interesting how you get a read. Sounds like so macho, doesn't it? Well, ignore that. I mean, you just get a read on people. Bernard was like playing really well. So this was a actually a redouble. Or maybe it's just delusion that you always think you're better than you are. It's embarrassing. It's terrible. And that was that. I'm going to take a little break actually. What did I do there? Oh. Should be able to do this. There we go. All right, back in a bit. Okay. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. What happened to my... Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, one more. They've all been, excuse me, all been quite short matches. 7 point normal 2000. Stream health always seems to be good. Five views, my God. This is the dream. Searching, 0. We didn't find an opponent. Let's try again. Play human, searching. Anyone got any nice plans for the weekend? Here we go. Now we all know who this is, don't we? Mr. We got a good egg. This very strong UK player, Charles Hill. Former Battersea Shuetta. Quite slow. You'll see. 5 before we get the hell out of there. He lives in South London somewhere. Lovely roll. Roll. So, is it obvious? Not really to make the 5 point because I can just come up. This one is not just like a random over thing. I think this is sensible to do this. I'm up in the race. I really need to escape. Yeah, 1-3, of course, just does that. I could come out and hit, but it's very big and loose and naughty. Let's have a look at it though. Of course, it duplicates 4s and stuff like that. But he's got a much better board. So our alternative making the 2 point is perfectly fine. He would have hit back. Everything seems fine on both sides so far. Good play. Now here I think Charles is going to have to hit, or at least think about it. So let's say he doesn't. Let's say he just plays 2 checkers in from the 11 as one play. Then, yeah, okay. I think it's, I won't say anymore. I think it's pretty clear to hit. He's got an anchor. I've only got a 3 point board. Not sure he could come out there. Didn't look at what numbers hit and what didn't. I think I'm just going to wait for a little bit. Because I've got a gap on my 5 as well as a gap on the 7. Double 4 means he has to give up the mid. So let's have a slightly longer look at this. you know, if I end up, let's say, give myself a 4-1 and I make the bar, well, even though I've got a gap on the 5 point, I'm quite a long way up in the race. Plus, he might not be able to escape. So I'm going to double. And I was kind of looking at this obliquely. Do I make the 7 or the bar? So if I make the, let's just have a look. It gives him a very, very big swingy, like there's a big swing on these hits. So meaning that if I don't, of course that gives him shots anyway. Well, the fact is I have to give him shots. But what I was trying to say is that if I do this, then his 3-4 and 5-2 and 6-1 become very good. It's 2 more shots. Is this good enough? I mean, will I do have to bring the game home. Will I be able to bring the game home without the 5 point? I mean, usually you would just do this, but still the structure is a little bit awkward. I mean, maybe it's obvious to do this. I don't know what you guys would do. This text shouldn't be there. Fine. So we'll see how it pans out. Shan't we? Don't see why I should give shots. Yeah, he should probably stay there. Okay. Especially for that roll. Really big swing. All right, we're in a good spot. Again, I'm not going to leave shots. Checker configuration is fine. Just checking everything's right on the stream. Double twos. Absolutely marvelous. Spiffing. So I don't see why I would leave an uneven number of checkers on the 6 point when gammons aren't particularly close. So just go and take one of the spares off the 6. Just your everyday run-of-the-mill bear off. Will he bring it? Okay, yeah. It's funny. So what I see is broadcast on the stream now is about 3 minutes, at least 5 minutes behind. I don't understand. I thought it was like 10 seconds. Does it depend on various factors? So I'm way, way in the future. If I could, should I just do that? No. If I could get a message to you from the future and tell you what's really happening, because that's not what's happening now, is not what's really happening. Because I can see what you can see. It's a nice roll. He gets to make the 18. Then he does this. Da, 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 da. So he's probably thinking about, wait, maybe he wasn't. I'm playing 13-11 with the 2. Charlie boy enjoys a little bit of Galaxy after work on a Friday when he can get. Well, we're not going to hit. I'm not even going to consider that. Yeah, I suppose it's fine to take a little moment. I mean, I tend to take time over tricky. I cube that very quickly. In fact, I think it probably is just about. Don't know what came over me. 1, 2, 3. So I keep the 9 point as a landing spot. But it all went really well. It all went. I'm trying to remember. So I played 2 matches. Whether or not I won, I think I won the. Oh, I lost to Bernard. That's right. Don't know why I did that. I don't know. That can't be right. I don't think that's right. Still think he has to make the 22. Okay. And now, just pass. Had this score before. 3 away, 7 away. He should just make the 3. He needs to make the 3 point. I mean, he made the 2 point and didn't make the. Now he's sort of contradicting himself. So now I didn't cue the other one because I thought it was too good. I genuinely don't think this is too good. So on that double 2 reasons, I'm going to double. Yeah, it's untakeable. But on the basis that I'm 4-0 up and there aren't huge numbers of gammons, we'll see. We'll see. So of course, when this happens, you're 5-0 up, but it's still a very easy take. Hard to know from. It's weird when you're looking from the wrong side. He's 10 pips down though. So the reason I'm looking at the doubling decision because it's more interesting than the take bars. Would I have doubled? I don't know. He just has to make the 17 now. Yeah. And then, okay. He's got a very strong 4 prime with the 5-point board, so even though usually I would probably hit twice, I don't want to get hit back. Okay. I was going to hit and then I was like, yeah, I like this play. I think it's a good play. One, two. When one of the die is dark and I think, no, it just means that you played one of them. Come on, Charles. Let's have it. I mean, what else can you do? You can only play 2 to 3 now. Or 80. Suppose he hasn't had a lot of decisions, so maybe one of you guys, or all of you can open this up on multiple windows. So we keep seeing concurrent view as 3. 3. Oh, that's a big 2. Ooh. In fact, I could open it. I wonder if one of the viewers is me. I would. Oh no, definitely. I didn't know about the 6, but I would have certainly come up with the 1 from the 23 point. Again, he doesn't want to do that. I don't. He's thinking about 5s. But now he doesn't have. He doesn't have 4s if he stays back on the 23 point. I have to come in on the 22. He will come out and hit. Don't understand. Yeah. So of course I'll cover. So we've got a fair bit of. Okay, 5-4 is going to be. Probably just burning the man 6-1. That's 4s. You think he just has to minimize shots? Okay. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. So I think I'm going to actually have to play this. So let me look at probably what I'm not going to play. 3. So if I do this, this is the 5. It was an ugly roll. Yeah. That's what I would have done. Yeah, maybe he should hit. I only just saw that. He probably should. He probably should. Even though I could come in, I can certainly come in and cover. Oh, I am flagging. I am flagging a little bit. Maybe that's why no one can be asked to watch it. Okay, so 9. He has to leave a shot. I don't see what he can do. He has to just leave one blot. Yeah. So I told you he's a slow player. He's like one of the slowest I've played. Most people refuse to take their time. Charles likes to check everything. Okay, I take that 5-2. Yeah, can get missed. Swing this check around the corner and what's he doing? Come on. So deliberate. Like that. He played that maybe that was obvious. I thought he would have taken a little bit of time, but he. Okay, running. Hitting. Hitting back. Maybe he should play well either 24-18. So 23-18 is my 5. Okay. I was thinking of 8-7. Don't like these ones. Is that okay to do that? I don't really want to hit on the 2-point. Didn't think that you could come off the anchor there at all. I would have been destroyed and distraught. Just don't want to leave shots. Okay, so he's going to stay on the 18-point. I think he'll still be 2 pips down if he runs. Well, after he plays the last 2. Yeah, so I'm thinking about this. Can never do this. I mean, just wait. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, you have to come out next go. Fine. Okay. I think this is better than coming out with both. Only get hit twice with double 3. Yeah, he's right to think. But I'm falling asleep. Jeez. What should he do here? Two down is like the normal play. Don't see. 13-3 is possible, but then you have to put a checker on the... That's possible, but then you get a really terrible board. Hi, Eric. You get a really bad board. God, I'm lost. I'm so tired. Terrible. Do I have to come down with a 5? It seems like I need to give myself a chance in the race if I do this. Then I'm losing ground. So 1, 3, 1, 2 and double 1 are all good. All right. Two pips up, one's to hit. I don't think it's enough. But after... It's real close. So I only got 8 checkers. What's his take point here? I'm going to work this out. So if he passes, he has 15.5%. So if he takes and loses, he risks losing that, which is 15.5%. But if he takes and wins, he's going to have 40%. So he risks 15 to win 25, which is 15 over 40. So his take point's really high. Am I wrong? I don't think so. You know, because he only goes to Crawford. This is the... I'm Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Oh. Oh, you played like a wanker. So did I. Let's see whether I was wrong. Okay. Chill. There we go. It's the right match. So show that there. Oh my god. Well, I didn't make the 5 point. Let's have a look. Let's go put to these. I want to just fast track to this cube decision here. Maybe I can override. So it was actually a pass. Yeah, kind of suspected it. I didn't really explicitly say that, but I did say 15 over 40, which is a lot. I can't work it out at the moment. It's a lot. So it's a big, big pass. Which is why I missed these huge cubes. Oy. So his dead. You can't see these windows, but his dead cube take point is 40%. But when he can recube, obviously, comes all the way down, but only to 23. So in a short race, his take point's going to be like, when he gets down to a 5-roll, it's going to be like 26% or something. I don't know, just guessing. But here, he actually only had 20% anyway, which was a bit of a complexity that I didn't take into account. I didn't really see why. I mean, he's only got 7 checkers, but I guess he can roll 2s repeatedly. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is if I cube him leading 5-2 to 7, and he's going to recube immediately, doesn't have that much time to turn the game around. I'm just going to go through this quickly because I feel like I'm going to expire. I honestly don't know. I don't know why my play's so bad. I know I can imagine it not being right, but it's don't know. I suppose he's on the bar. Yeah, I've got to make. Yeah, okay. So I doubled at a reasonable time. It's close. It's kind of a close double, close take. 6-1's only slightly better to make the bar. All right. 11-6-8-7, so volunteer. All right. I haven't even got the. Sorry. I didn't have the XG. I haven't got the chat up either. There's no one watching, so. So then I went 2-0 up. I doubled quite quickly. Luckily, it was reasonably close. Then, okay, he made some mistakes here. What was it? Do I remember this? 4-2 I hit. He didn't hit this. I don't understand. Maybe he didn't see it. He should have made the 3-point. Then, in fact, he could have taken. So I got this one right. I'm pleased about that. It's quite an easy decision in a way. Like, all the checkers are quite regularly placed. He's got 2 on the. It's very close either way. So it was quite a big double. When I said I wasn't sure whether I would double. This double 4 I should hit twice. It's tricky. He tubed his own 6s. Oh, I see. Anyway, my 2 was huge. What was this? Again, he didn't come up to the 22 point. I didn't understand why. He didn't come out. Sorry, I'm just a bit exhausted for some reason. So then he absolutely demolished me in this race from somewhere. And I'm a little bit annoyed that I just didn't really think about the score implications. I mean, just because you're leading. So when your checkers are stuck back and you've got gammonish threats, there's usually never going to be a double because you're 5-2 up. But when you firstly my 6-4, okay, I could have made the ace point. I didn't see that. I wasn't sure about any of these plays. I somehow managed to be up in the race. It didn't seem like I was. Yeah, so here, like, I think there's the oh, I was 81%. Okay. I just didn't I misunderstood the position. I saw that he had wastage. So we can add, like, let's say we add 7 pips to him. Still only 60-69, but actually 60-69 is a lot. So I just missed that. So that's nothing to do with the score. And now when we know that the take point is the lowest take point he can have, if the cube is, well, what am I talking about? He's going to recube. So his take point is the live take point. I don't understand why XG does that. Gives you a dead cube figure, but then he's always going to cube automatically. So I don't know what the hell I've been going on about for 10 minutes. So his take point is 23%, which is not that low. Oh no, I did calculate. Hold on. Sorry to. So if he takes and wins, he he goes 6-5 Crawford. I see. And then I can't remember them. I always forget the match equity because it changed. I think it's basically 70-30. So he gains 45, 15 over 50, 15 over 60. So it's roughly it is roughly 23%. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Doubt anyone is. And I will probably not ever do this again. But there you go. Bye.